Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a new mod map tour for Farming Simulator 19. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome to this mod map tour. Yeah, I can't pronounce it, so we're on Niedersachsen 21. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. If you are this here for the map tour, you don't care about what the mod hub says about it, or if you are just here for flyover, you can skip to those down below in the YouTube slider bar, but we're gonna go ahead and jump into the intro for this. So in the mod hub, this says this is by NDS Modding, 530.28 megabytes to download. Unfortunately, it's only for PC and Mac players at this time. It says, and it probably will be only for them just based on what I'm reading in here. On this fictional map, which is based on Lower Saxony, there's a lot to see and also numerous details to marvel at. It has a quadruple map with 16.7 square kilometers, so yes, only PC Mac players. This map has a nicely furnished starting country for the single player and in multiplayer over 16 free country yard areas where you can let off steam online. Interesting. Okay. Features 16 starting yards, among others, for placeable buildings or productions. These areas are only visible on the PDA as gray areas in the game as meadow. I'm just reading what it says. In addition, there are 8 biogas plants, holy smokes, 31 forest areas, and 180 fields that can be bought. Maize plus ready, including horse extension, alfalfa, clover, horsegrass, fieldgrass, meadowgrass, miscanthus, triticale, rye, spelt, I'm assuming they meant spelt, but they put spelled, onions, carrots, grass, alfalfa, clover, and 4 drying levels, required at least 3 turns, with and without seasons. Start yard, enough vehicles available. Seasons ready, manure system ready, maize plus ready, which we already kind of mentioned, but I'm just reading down the list here. Going down it here. Okay, let me get where I'm at. There we go. In addition, I swear I just read that. Oh, I did. Hold on a second. Maize plus ready, horse extension, CCM extension, forage extension, precision farming ready. It says glurry system ready. I'm assuming that means slurry, like manure system. I don't know what glurry is. Like G-L-U-R or G-L-U-R-R-Y. Anyhow, dump piles increased to 128. That makes sense since it has all those other crop types on there. That means you can have 128 fill types on the map at once. Acknowledgements to Castor for improving or approving the biogas plants, to the farming agency in Lean Paul for the horse extensions, and realistic and high resolution textures. This map is suitable for PC. Down below it has a boatload of required mods that I'm now realizing I didn't install, but let me go through those with you real quick while I'm here. Concrete bunker set U, that one I'll put in here. Field barn, machine shed, grain silo, precision farming add-on I'm not going to put in. Wood garage, farmhouse pack. I'm not going to put in seasons, the add-on straw harvest, or maize plus. Any of the maize pluses. Machinery set I will put in. So there's several on there. Obviously, you don't have to add in those add-ons if you don't want to play. They put them down there to say, hey, this map works with those. Even though it says required mods, you don't have to add those in to put them in. But I do want to add in all the other sheds and buildings. So I will get that going here in a second. Let me reload in the map, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, we're back into it here. So I have now look at that. There's buildings in front of us. So weird what happens when you install the correct mods. I don't know. Oh, I haven't been doing as many map tours recently because there's been as many maps coming out, so I totally forgot about all that stuff, checking for that. So anyhow, what we are going to do, actually, since I already kind of went through the intro, we're actually going to do a flyover of this map after I walk around the main yard and we talk about the main yard. Because if you look at here, let's go through here real quick. I believe that's all good stuff. Turn that off, turn that down. There are contracts in the fields, which those are some decent contracts. Again, though, I guess those are sugar beets and potatoes, so who knows. Going across, start with $100,000 in new farmer mode. You have lots of equipment here, which we'll look at inside the shop in a second. We have a ton of sell points on here, a ton, and they're all, or most of them are all in, looks like German potentially, but anyhow. The map is huge. So if I was to drive around this map tour would be probably about an hour and a half long. So that's why I'm not kidding about that, because we'd probably end up driving around down this way. And even though it does kind of go in a nice loop around the map, we'd be able to head around here, then head down here, head up over, loop around here, head down here, head back up, and then come over, and then, or no, probably over there, and then head up over to there. So yeah, that would take a long time to go through all that, especially as much stuff is on this map. Map is fantastic. There's a lot of good stuff on here. And as we zoom in, we can see where there's different places where you can start a farm, different placeable areas, stuff like that, different stuff like that. There's biogas plants. There's one there. I'm assuming they all are going to say biogas on them. Another placeable area there. There's one biogas plant there. So yeah, there's lots of biogas plants. As I said, 8 of them on here, that's awesome. I've never seen that on a map. So this is perfect for multiplayer, really. Very well designed for that. So yeah, I think just in the best interest of time, I think that's what we're gonna have to do. And we own this land starting out. You can buy all the external land if you want to. Well, maybe you can't. It's $999,999,999. But anyhow, yeah, so you own these two, this field here in this area here, starting out, and you can see we have forest areas through the centers of these and everything like that. So I'm sure this is going to be a very, very cool map to take a look at and go through. So I want to make sure we show off everything, and it's not going to take us 15 hours to get through it. So yeah, let's go ahead and I'll give myself just a little bit more speed to start off here. Let's look in the store what we start off with equipment-wise. So we start off with a Fendt Fabric 515C, a Case IH Puma 240 CVX, a Rostomash RSM 161 Harvester. We also have a Pickup 1978. We have an MC 18.4 Manitou forklift. We also have a ton of trailers, 4 trailers, 5 total trailers there. We have a grain header, a corn header. We have a small plow, small cultivator. We have a small disc harrow. We have a small subsoiler, small directional seeder. We have a small planter. We have a lime and fertilizer spreader. We have a slurry spreader, mower, tedder. Go through here. We have a windrower. We have a loading wagon, a front loader attachment with a bucket, silage fork, and pallet fork. Then we have 2 weights, and then we also have all these different various structures we can have installed or excuse me, have put on and everything like that. Now, if we go into the main menu without having Maize Plus on, we still have a lot of the crop types on here built into the map, which is great. So obviously there'll be more fruit types with Maize Plus, but you can still grow a lot of these if you want to, most likely just based on the fact that they're in here. Usually if we go into the store, there's usually other specialized equipment for it, which we'll probably be able to find in here still. Oh no, it's not. So you probably will have to install Maize Plus in order to do some of those crop types, since they're not in here. Since some of that stuff is, it's always best, obviously, if you're trying to do those different crop types, to have Maize Plus turned on. Well, there's some of the stuff right there. So yeah, it looks like we have carrot and onion. At least some of the things are in there. Yeah, so carrot and onions, but yep, not all the stuff that you would get if you had Maize Plus turned on. So, and I think let's check mowers. Do you have the mower conditioners? You do, actually, at the end. Perfect. So I would still recommend obviously turning Maize Plus on, just to make sure if you're going to actually do all those crop types that you have everything you need to do them. So it'll make your life quite a bit easier. And if you need a tutorial series on Maize Plus, I do have one on my channel, as well as seasons. I have a video on manure system, all that good stuff. So check that out. The Maize Plus one is still ongoing, so it's not completed yet, but still. Okay, let's walk around the farm here. I like the truck in red, actually. I've never seen it in red. I like that. This heads out basically to the main road, it looks like, but this is our farm through here. And that's actually make it a little bit easier to see what we got going on. There we go. Sheds open up here. There we go. Front loader attachments are in there, it looks like. Come around here. I don't know if we have a silo on this or not. Looks like we do. It also looks like there's a sell point here. Let's see if I can find that sell point in here. Probably a barn style sell point would be my guess. Nope, that takes everything: wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflower, soy, corn. So it takes all the basic food crop, or basic crop types, which is what I'm going to refer to these 7 at the beginning from now on. And that, it also takes, looks like, is that field grass, if I remember correctly? Field grass. And then spelt, barley, and triticale as well. So there you go. That's not that right there, but it's over there. There's a sell point for that. We'll take a look at it when we get over there. I just figured it'd be a barn sell point. Lots of equipment, lots of storage on this farm, which is really nice. I always like farms that have lots of storage, because then you don't feel like you necessarily need to build any, and you have basically a lot of stuff to use for storage. So good stuff in there. Again, so much storage. Look at this. This thing is massive. Open that up. And again, you have storage sheds across the way here. A huge storage through here. Heading out this way. Another storage building over here, with a lot of your stuff in there. So much storage. And then over here, we didn't even look at this one yet, but we have another storage building right here with more stuff in it. So you have so much storage. So much storage space. If we head down this way, head down this little road here, we should have Our sell point should be right over there. I think it's that part right here. So this is the main road. And then here's our sell point that we're looking at right in here. So here you go. Here's one of your sell points right next to your farm. Nice and convenient. And sleep trigger, actually. We didn't talk about that, did we? We should have one. It's running a little clunky for me. I'm not going to lie. I'm not like... I feel like it's running just a little bit clunky as I go around. But maybe that's just me. It's definitely running a little bit. Yeah, that's not supposed to do that. Good gravy. You guys are probably getting a headache after that. Sleep trigger should be up here at the house. It's gonna drive me crazy. Hopefully it doesn't do that when we do a flyover. Okay. So we're gonna go to a flyover now that we're all dying of a headache here. Let's go ahead and move that over to there. Okay, perfect. Yeah, look at that. Oh gosh, that's almost unbearable sometimes. Whew. That was tricky. Hopefully it doesn't keep doing that, but you can see this map goes on forever in every direction. Okay, so I think we are going to kind of stick to our loop and head down this way and go around the map that way, and kind of talk about stuff as we go. I will miss stuff. Just know that I'm going to miss stuff. But the idea of a map tour is to, or at least my map tours, it's not to analyze the map and show you every single possible thing on it. It's to give you, oh, we own that field over there. Look at that. And we own that field up there. Look at that. I forgot. Didn't see those two fields. It's just to kind of give you an idea for the feel of the map and see if it's something you want to play on. So heading south from our farm right here, we go down this way. Look at that terrain there. I love that. Yeah, that's something you can't see on the map there. At least not yet in Farming Simulator, where you have the terrain and everything like that, where it's going up hilly, stuff like that. But as you can see, there's so many fields out through here. And that's the road we're going to head up on the other side, but there's so much room, so much space on here. You can play multiplayer with a lot of people and still not run into people. So very cool. Now we have our next kind of set of sell points in here. Right down here we have, where am I at? Down here. KSD. I'm not sure what the KSD is. Is it in here as a anything? No, it is not. So I'm not sure what the KSD is. Then we also have the Buchenwald Agrar. We up towards the top here. Where are we at? There we are. This is going to take wheat, or excuse me, triticale rye and spelt, field grass, and all of your basic crop types. So that's what's going to be right down there below us. And then continuing, we also have now another sell point right here next place over, which this one right there, you can see the hazards for it. And this sell point right here is the spinnery. So I'm assuming that's going to take spinnery type stuff. We'll confirm in a second. Spinnery is going to take wool and cotton on that list. I don't see cotton at the top of the screen now that I think of it. Well, at least it'll take wool. I don't have any way to spawn in a cotton bale easily. Wool's easy to spawn in, but cotton I don't have a way to check. We have two sell points right next to each other on top of each other down here. One of them, if we tag it, that one right there is going to be that one there. This one right here, it's going to take canola, sunflower, and soybeans, and that is everything. And then the second one we have right there, that one is right there. That one, very large name. That is going to take, let's see what that one takes. That one's going to take wood chips, straw, and that is everything. So interesting, couple interesting sell points there. There we go, untag those guys. Now if we continue down around here, again we have some forestry areas on the side. So I like that the forestry areas are kind of mixed into the map a little bit as you go. But as you get down here, we have an animal dealer right here, or we have the animal dealer right here. So you can buy animals right there. Now if we go over here, keep heading up this way, and we take a left here, we have a sell point right there, and then we have another one further up here. So we'll start up here. This looks like the sawmill. Just to confirm that that is what it is. Yep, sawmill right there. Now the one that's just behind us, there's another one right over there as well. So there's lots of sell points stacked. That one right here, the back house. That one is going to take wheat, barley, oats, canola, and sunflower, as well as spelt, and I want to say triticale, but I could be wrong. I think that's true. I could be wrong. And then back here we have another sell point, which, how to get to this one? Oh, right through there. Okay, yeah. So on this road we have just sell point lane over here. So the sell point that's straight ahead of us now, looks like we have another, I wonder if that's a line point, because there's a couple of them in there. There's a KSD point. It says, well, I bet you that's a line point, is what these guys are, those KSD targets on there. But there's another sell point right there. let's take a look at it down in here. That is going to take spelt, rye, and triticale, as well as your basic crop types. So, oops, I hate it when my mouse does that. Okay, we'll continue on from there. If we loop around the map here, we're now kind of on the bottom corner. Oh, we're going to head up this way. That's where we were just at. The starting farm's way up over there, which this map is huge. Look at how far away that is, the other side of the map. That's on the other side of that river, which is right here. So that's, I mean, there's a lot of space in this map. I mean, if it is a 4x map, so that does make sense. You can see AI traffic down there. So this kind of loops up around. That's where we're heading, is up there. There's another river up there. Right down here, there's an area here. I don't know if you can buy this one, actually. Can you buy this one? Nope, you can't. It's part of the, well, I mean, you could. It's just part of the map area. We head up here. That looks like a neat texture from afar. Might even be custom textures on this map. I guess it might be specific to Maze Plus too, but anyhow, as we come up here, we have another sell point right here down below us. So this is another sell point, and as you saw, we started right here. We went down this way, looped around, headed up around here, and then now we're up to here. So we're up. I'm gonna just untag it so the other one down there is not tagged anymore. Let's see if I can, right there, perfect. It's gonna take all your basic crop types as well as rye, triticale, and spelt. So there you go. Now if we head up here, I think we're gonna take a right and go across the bridge over here. Now we're heading to the outside, excuse me, on this side. This looks like on our first BGAs right here. So if we take a look at the map, yeah, biogas plant right here, which we will buy. Holy smokes, that's an expensive biogas plant. Let's add in some money. Let's go ahead and buy just one of them to see what they're going to take, because it should have put it in here now as a biogas plant. Yep, there we go, because the other ones aren't on here. So with all of your biogas plants purchased on here, if you bought them all for whatever reason, there would be a lot on here. So I was going to take various crop types, but the main one I want to look at is the prices for like silage and that sort of thing. So yep, silage, grass, hay, straw, manure, and slurry. So there's your prices for those things right in there. It might take potatoes and sugar beets. Those are good prices for those, by the way, too, $4.50. So there you go. That's going to be kind of handy. We have a second biogas plant right here, I'm assuming. Yeah, another biogas plant. Well, probably. Bioenergy. I'm assuming that's not on here. Yep, it's not. So that's probably another biogas plant. Continue on here. We have another KSD station, which I'm guessing is a lime station right there. If we look at the map in here, it's going to be marked KSD. So now if we tag this place right here, this is one of our sell points that we have over here. And then we have another one right back there you can see behind the store. So this one right here is going to take all your basic crop types, as well as rye, triticale, and spelt. I wonder if it'll untag it. Perfect. That makes it easier. And then right down there we have this one right here, the Irvinkopf Ledley, which I know I'm saying it completely wrong. Where's that at on here? There we are. They are going to take eggs. So it's an egg point for you. Awesome. All right, continuing up, we have a nice decoration of this map as well. It really does have actually a really cool feel to it. I love it. Love this map. This is fantastic. So yeah, we'll head up here, and then we got another big cluster of sell points up straight ahead to us, up this way. We'll dip back down and get that way actually real quick before we head up there. Actually, that's just a biogas plant. So there's a biogas plant right, you can see it right there. Right center screen for me. That's another biogas plant right there. So there's another biogas plant. If you needed another one, we'll go head over this way though now and keep heading up. Go this way. And then this is a purchasable area here, and right here is another purchasable area here. So this must have been what they're kind of talking about, how they're going to be in here as meadows. This is grass, obviously, but it's a purchasable area if you wanted to do stuff with it. Looks like a couple of different access points there. So there you have it. You can set up and build a farm on there if you'd like to. Now here's where we're going to have to go through, and this is going to be a little complicated to pick apart all these different. There's another animal dealer, which is great as well. So we'll tag that first. Animal dealer right down here. Oop, maybe if it'll let me. There we go. Should let me do it. There we go. Okay. Now that's probably gonna be a barn sell point there. I love how they have those around there. That's probably gonna be that right there. Yep. So Ballenverkauf. Let's look for that one right there. they are going to take silage, grass, hay, and straw, as well as various Maize Plus capacity items, or Maize Plus items there. Now we also have another lime point, which is right over there. There's another lime point right there. Most like, I'm assuming those are lime points, but yeah, right there, that little fill point, or it could just be a sell point for various things. Let's try to tag that guy. Next, right back here, there's another one of our sell points. And I think, is that everything in there? I didn't do the Milkland one. So this one that we have tagged right now, and take critical rye and spelt, as well as all of your basic crop types. And then the other one that we're going to tag here is this guy. This one is going to take eggs and milk, it looks like. Yep. That one is over here. So there's your final sell point in this area. But yeah, lots of sell points on top of each other, which for as big of a map as this is, that really frustrates me, to be honest. I'd rather they have them more spread out. And as you can see, we're already pretty far into this map tour as far as time goes. If I had driven around and shown all this, we would be way further into it. We have another biogas plant right here. We'll continue across here. We have another sell point for, will be another possible buy point for lime right over here. And then so now we're up around this way. And that's biogas plant there. Animal dealer just across the street over there. So there's an animal dealer in that complex. And then right here, the Agri Lib Export. Take a look at that in here. I'm just going to tag it and untag it real quick to clear all the tags. It's going to take rye, triticale, and spelt, as well as all the basic crop types. So there we have it. If we continue down here, we have another placeable area, or purchasable placeable area kind of right in there. Continue down this way. Let's take a look at our map real quick. So again, we're on top of 1,000 different sell points. We'll do them one by one here. Over here, we have another sell point. The corn OHG. Or it is corn OHG. It's going to take wheat. Or no, yeah, wheat. And that's it. Interesting. That's a wheat buy point for you. Up over here, hopefully you get good prices there. We have another line point here. We'll tag it, show you right there. And then right over there, if you look, we have another line point right there where that building's at there. So we'll untag that in a second. But this one right here, we have another sell point right down below us. We go into our map here. That is this one right here. They're going to take rye, triticale, and spelt, as well as all of your basic crop types. And if we continue out here, I like this little roundabout area with the trees in there. I like that. Go to the map here. Our next sell point up, this one right here. This one is going to take all of your basic crop types, as well as rye, triticale, spelt, and miscanthus. So there we go. And if we continue further, this sell point right down below us, the Rafis, I'm not even trying to pronounce it. This is a waste of time. This egg sell point here is going to take wheat, or excuse me, rye, triticale, spelt, and miscanthus, as well as your basic crop types. So there we go. And then if we loop down around here, big store yard, which, I mean, for if you have that many people playing on here, you're still going to want your buddies to clear their stuff out of the store pretty quick. And you have 2 entrances, which is really nice. But here's your store area right here, and this is probably the repair trigger. Repair trigger right there. And there's your store icon right there. So there you have it. That is that stuff going on there. Now, that's interesting. That's what I thought, is these guys will follow you. You go different spots, but this one is not. Have they always been like that? I don't know. Anyhow, let's go back to the map. Let's check kind of our progress here. So we've really only seen, we started here, we've really only seen half of the map, if you really look at it, as far as we're doing right now. So there's a lot of biogas plants still to go, but what we're going to do is we're going to work our way, I think, down the river, and we're just going to hit all these guys down here, and then we'll loop up the backside, and then we'll wrap it up. So that's the plan. So we'll head across over here, and then keep kind of going from there. So big river, big wide river. I like that going across there. It's a really cool feature for the map. So this guy right here, we're at another sell point. We zoom in a little bit more on the map. We also have another lime-esque possibly sell point here. If we tag this place, that's our sell point. They're going to take all your basic crop types, as well as rye, triticale, spelt, and miscanthus. So right there. And then if we go down this way, this guy is going to be a BGA. So we have another one of our BGAs, which all these BGAs have a boatload of bunker silos at them, which is awesome. So yeah, now what we're going to do is have a nice little fly down here, and we'll take a look at this stuff once we get down there. So yeah, nice little kind of river valley kind of going up the hills and the sides. I like that. Kind of actually feels like a river valley, which is really a cool feature for the map to have, I think. So personally, I think that's fantastic. We head down here a little bit further. We'll stop in at these sell points over here. Doesn't look like either of these are biogas plants either. We have another KSD point here, but then we have, come on, give me the other one. Literally on top of each other down here, but which is a little frustrating. But okay, roll Dolan. Well, we should be able to find it here. Is it that one? Yep, there's that one. Okay, that there. So rye, triticole, spelt, and all your basic crop types right here will get sold. And then over here we have, looks like, what does this one look like? Let's tag that. So sell point right over there. This looks like more like a root crop sell point, but we'll confirm that. Let's see. Right there. Yep, so let's take sugar beets. That's it, just sugar beets. So sugar beet sell point right there for you. Now, if we jot across the river right here, just across this bridge over here, we have a couple more things going on over here. So again, I think we have one of those buy points in here, maybe mixed in. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, we do. There's one mixed in there. Okay. We tag that. There's one sell point right there. That is the Agrolib Hameldorf. Let's take a look at that. Let's go up to the top. They are going to take rye, triticole, and spelt, as well as all of your basic crop types. And if we go over to the map here, we tag that one, Hameldorf. I'm not even trying to pronounce that, but that's right over there. And that sell point is going to take all of your basic crop types as well, and rye, triticole, and spelt. So lots of identical sell points that are just taking the crop types, but it's kind of nice because, well, you have multiple options, so there's lots of competing prices. So depending on how far you want to drive away from your farm, you might have different places that are competing for prices to buy your different products and stuff like that. So that's kind of a nice feature. As we head down here, we'll just take a look at these guys and then loop up the other side. So we're making progress. I know there's a lot to the map here, a lot going on. I'm just very happy I made the decision not to drive around this map because it would have been a very long tour. So as you guys probably can imagine at this point, going through it. But yeah, down here, more bridges. I love the roadways too. The roads look great. All the setup on the map looks really fantastic as well. And it looks like we do have a BGA down here, very large BGA. So yep, BGA right there, and then we have another sell point right up over there. So right up here we have another sell point. That one is going to take rye, triticole, and spelt, as well as field grass. I've been missing that, I think, maybe on some. Oh, probably not. And then all the basic sell points right there. So that's what that one's going to take for us. Now, if we head out this way. Further out this way, we have two more sell points right in here. So lots of sell points in this map. I mean, you guys are aware of that at this point. We have the milk and the corn sell point. So this is milk, corn, I believe. Yep. So let's take a look at those. Where are we at? It's right here. So that one's going to take wheat and nothing else. And then the other one is going to take milk and eggs and nothing else. So there you go for those sell points. Now if I head out here, we're finally on the other side of the map, and if we head up this way, we have lots of little buyable, placeable type areas right in here. So we have one right there, and another right back here. So and you can see various access points to get to those. None of them are right off the road, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, we have BGA right here, so that's another BGA sell point, another placeable area right there, another placeable one right here, and another one right up here. So lots of nice areas you can set up farms or do what you want, which I really like that. I like areas like that, or maps that have that, because it kind of gives you the power to make whatever kind of a farm you want in whatever area you want. So I really enjoy maps that did that. It was Central Germany that did that quite a bit. Central Germany had that pretty good and set up. But yeah, I almost did a series on Central Germany actually. And then over here we have another sell point right in here. So if we go into here, we've now worked our way up. This guy right here is going to take rye, triticole, and spelt, as well as all your basic crop types. So that's what that guy right there will do for you. Now, if we head up here, I think we'll have a couple more sell points to go, if not one or two. Let's see how many are up here. One's a biogas plant. If that's it, that's it. That might be it, actually. That is it. Look at that. We made it up to the top of the map. So, folks, this incredibly vast landscape that appears to be, or seems to be, German-based is incredible. Absolutely incredible. This is fantastic. So very good map. I really like it. I encourage you guys to check it out, especially if you're on PC. I'd encourage you to use Maze Plus on it too. Use some of the stuff that makes it more realistic or more detailed. Change up your gameplay. If you watch my video on how to change up your gameplay, this would be a good map to do it on, I think. So anyhow, guys, that is what I have for you. I know that was a little bit of an unconventional map tour, I would say, but just based on how big the map is, this is the best way to go about it and keep the map tour hopefully around 30 minutes. So anyhow, if you guys enjoyed, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching.